Incoming transmission. Good morning, cadets, and welcome back to our Horizon Zero Dawn playthrough. We are gonna go check the Hunter's Lodge to see finally about the side quest with the hunting grounds, and also see what other side quest is available next to it. And I'm going the right way. Yes, perfect. I don't know why it's showing me on the map the other way around. I have to go all the way the loop to get to this area where basically as I took the southern route, it was a bit more faster. Yeah, sometimes it's a bit weird. Wait. But for a second I heard Travis Willingham's voice from Critical Role.
You need to win 3 half-suns at our hunting grounds to gain admittance to the lodge.
You mean these?
Very well then. Congratulations and welcome. Our members reap rewards and adventure and live on in legend.
Am I a member now?
No, you're only a fledgling. Junior members are called thrushes. To join and become a thrush, you need a senior member called a hawk to sponsor you.
So I need to find a hawk.
Yes, but a hawk can only sponsor 1 hunter at a time, and I'm afraid most of them already have one.
I've overcome worse odds. Where do I start?
Upstairs, present yourself to the Sunhawk Assis, our leader, who should introduce you to a hawk. I hope it's worth it.
What do you mean?
You'll see.
Okay. I'm pretty sure somebody is free, so you can take me. And we do have some lore around here, but before we take the lore, let's talk with Aidaba. See what side quest she has.
By the sun! King Avad's edict really is taking effect. Never thought I'd see a Nora here, and a woman at that. So, you have marks for me?
What do you mean?
From the hunting grounds. Oh, right, you're new here.
What's this edict you just referred to?
What edict?
King Avad insisted that the Hunter's Lodge had to welcome everyone. Man, woman, outlander, regardless of tribe. Ursa, captain of the Vanguard, came in and delivered that news personally. You should have been there. It was glorious. But I figured they would sweep it under the rug and say no woman or outlander qualified. Yet here you are.
So you're a member as well of the Hunter's Lodge, or you're just a shopkeeper here?
Are you a member?
Me? No. Karja don't exactly encourage their daughters to run around hunting machines. But all the changes in Meridian have been good to me. I don't think the Oseram know how to sell to us Karja. The trader I worked for last couldn't sell flowers to a bee. He was too plain hammered, as they like to say. This is a much better job. I figure I'll be able to open my own shop soon enough.
And what about the marks?
What do you want with my marks?
You hunters and your badges. I'm not gonna take them. I'm going to give you a weapon that sets you apart.
Ooh,
Yeah, I thought that'd get your attention.
yes.
If you earn marks in all 3 trials at each of the 5 hunting grounds, come to me. I can give you up to 3 weapons, 1 for 15 half-suns, 1 for 15 full suns, and 1 you'll love for all blazing suns.
Okay. So do you want me to give you the marks now, or come back later?
What do I do with these marks?
If you get the same mark from all the hunting ground trials, I can give you a Hunter's Lodge weapon. Show me what marks you've earned, and we'll see if you qualify for one of these special weapons I have for you.
I'm a little short on marks.
No problem. Once you have marks from all 15 trials, you'll be able to get the next Hunter's Lodge weapon from me.
Alright. Which means... I believe we only have 1 hunting grounds left. Which already have it on the map here. Yep. I guess maybe after I do this quest, all these quest marks or the hunting grounds will disappear. Because, yeah, it is becoming annoying to still have them there while they are completed, you know? Alrighty then. So we only have one hunting grounds left. I was curious if there could be another one where I didn't reveal the map where you have the last tall neck. Apparently, nope. That's the only one. Unless there's a sixth one somewhere hidden. And that doesn't matter. It's just a bit extra. Something like after you finish with everything. Right. We have a data point. Bylaws of the Lodge. Okay. This is a long one as well. Okay. Bylaws of the Hunter's Lodge. Section 1. Preamble. 1.1. The hunt is the noblest pursuit in the Sundom, save those of the Sun King and his Sun Priest. The hunt is strength. The hunt is honor. The hunt protects. The hunt preserves. 1.2. What is the hunt but competition? What is competition without rank, honor, and victor? 1.3. The lodge lends law and lore to the hunt, so all we know who has prevailed. 1.4. Thus, the lodge is not just its members and not just its house in Meridian, it is the spirit of the hunt, a code to be honored, an ideal to be lived. 1.5. Only those of the noblest blood can embody the noblest ideals. As such, only Karja males of pure blood may honor the lodge and tread in its house. 1.6. By order of His Radiance Avad, 14th Sun King of the Karja, by law 5 of section 1 is hereby rescinded. Yeah, I was just about to say that, yeah. So basically there's only one, like 4 or 5, let's say, with that are still available over here in the first section. Okay, section 2, membership. In 2.1. No hunter shall gain admittance to the lodge without 3 half-sons, 1 with honor at any hunting grounds. See section 5 below. There are 2 classes of member, Hawk being senior, Thrush being junior. The rank of Thrush can only be gained through sponsorship of a Hawk. Each Hawk may sponsor only 1 Thrush. There can be only 7 Hawks. A Thrush can only become a Hawk through the death of his sponsor. The hawk who hunts the greatest prey shall become Sun Hawk and lead the lodge. In the event the quality of prey is in dispute, the hawk who hunted first shall remain first as Sun Hawk. Only Karja males of pure blood may become Thrush Hawk or Sun Hawk. And yeah, these were subsection from 1 to 7. And subsection 8 from section 2 is by order of His Radiance Avad, 14th Sun King of the Karja, by law 7 of section 2 is hereby rescinded. So basically the same as section 1. Alright, section 3, proof of the hunt. The greatest hunts often bear no witnesses, therefore a trophy must be kept. A trophy may be submitted to the Sun Hawk as a proof of a victorious hunt. A trophy must be intact, undamaged, and from a recent hunt. The Sun Hawk shall have final authority in any dispute of a trophy's worth. Only Karja males of pure blood may submit a trophy to the Sun Hawk. And subsection 6 from section 3 is by order of His Radiance Avad, 14th Sun King of the Karja. By law 5 of section 3 is hereby rescinded. Right, section 4, to protect and preserve. A hunt for its own sake is noble. A hunt in the service of others is blessed by the sun. When called upon, hawks and thrushes must undertake any reasonable hunt asked of them, if it deserves to protect the citizens of the Sundom. The Sun Hawk has sole authority to negotiate any fees or bounties associated with any hunt undertaken by members of the lodge on behalf of the Sundom. Any profit from any hunt undertaken by members of the lodge on behalf of the Sundom shall be shared by all 7 hawks administered by the Sun Hawk. Only Karja males of pure blood may undertake a hunt in the name of the Lodge, be it for the protection of the Sun Dome or any other reason. And again, by order of His Radiance, Avad, 14th Sun King of the Karja, by Law 5, Section 4, is hereby rescinded. And Section 5, Hunting Grounds. For the purpose of training and recruiting the best and greatest hunters, the Lodge shall provide and maintain hunting grounds. Each hunting grounds shall test a different range of skills through 3 trials crafted by its keeper, in consultation with the Sun Hawk. There shall be 3 rewards for each trial, in ascending order of performance: Half Sun, Full Sun, and Blazing Sun. Hunters who prove themselves by winning the requisite or whatever the word number of suns may be entitled to special gear at the Lodge, at the discretion of the Sun Hawk. The Lodge shall provide funds for the construction and maintenance of all trials and facilities at hunting grounds. The Lodge shall receive all profits associated with the sales of parts, ammunition, and equipment from all hunting grounds. Any profits received from hunting grounds shall be shared by all 7 hawks, administered by the Sun Hawk. Keeper shall be chosen exclusively by the Sun Hawk and serve for a term of 7 years. Only Karja males of pure blood may be appointed keeper. And again, by order of His Radiance, Avad, 14th Sun King of the Karja, by Law 9 of Section 5, is hereby rescinded. Okay, where's the other one? Because there's apparently another lore item around here. I think I found it. Is it
Don't care what other tribes do.
the other side? That's a supply crate only. Right, I think this may be up here. Yep, there it is. Okay, record of Redmaw 1. Another one, long one. The record of Redmaw, by inquiring Jandimin Niman, historian in residence at the Hunter's Lodge. It is well known that facts recede into fictions as they become memories, and fresh facts themselves are ephemeral among the rumors and legends of the South. This is especially true in the case of Redmaw, that most terrible of Thunderjaws, a machine which is nothing if not legendary. Few who have laid eyes upon it have survived, and among them even fewer can be trusted not to embellish their tales. All that said, here I have endeavored to truthfully chronicle all the calamities attributed to the beast, and all the expeditions meant to end such calamities once and for all. None have succeeded. As of this writing, the terror of the South still roams free, scared perhaps, but deadly as the day the sun first shone upon its armored hide. In the early spring of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King, Jiran, a freehold was destroyed near the hands of the flood. 9 bodies were recovered, 8 riddled with cannon rounds, 1 flattened completely. No witnesses survived. Though never proven, this is widely thought to be the Red Maw's first attack. In the late spring of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King, Jiran, an expedition of four hunters set out from Sandstone Rock to check the all machines responsible for the destruction of the freehold. None returned. Their bodies were subsequently found in the south, 3 blasted, 1 stomped. Never proven, but thought to be the Red Maw's work. In the early summer of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, an expedition of 6 mercenaries set out from Meridian to track the machines responsible for the losses described above. 1 returned, ribs crushed, clavicle fractured. He spoke of a Thunderjaw which split a man in half with a single bite. This is the first confirmed sighting of the legendary machine, and the one which gave it a name. In the late summer of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, an expedition of 8 set from Meridian to track Redmaw. None returned. 6 bodies were found near Blackwing Snag. 1 blasted, 3 stomped, 2 eviscerated, 1 swallowed his own tongue, evidently in a spasm of terror, suffocating. In the autumn of the 18th year of his reign, the Sun King Jiran commanded the Hunter's Lodge to send an expedition south in pursuit of Redmaw. After numerous logistical delays, 3 hawks and their thrushes set out in winter. Only 1 pair returned, reporting the deaths of the others. 2 blasted, 1 stomped, 1 decapitated. The survivors were sacrificed for cowardice, 1 gutted by a sawtooth, the other skewered by kestrels. After this setback, members of the lodge grew wary of pursuing the legendary Thunderjaw. Only the proudest hawks even considered it. Aspirants to the lodge, however, foolish in their ambition, eagerly took part in subsequent hunts. In the summer of the 19th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, the destruction of a caravan south of the Sparflins, 3 blasted, 2 stomped, and 1 immolated, reignited interest in Redmaw. Three expeditions totaling 15 mercenaries went after the machine, with only 3 survivors: 9 blasted, 3 stomped, 2 eviscerated, 1 liquefied. Yeah. In the early spring of the 20th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, a cohort of 12 soldiers headed from the rain gatherers to the Alite were set upon by the beast. Only 1 survived. 1 blasted, 1 stomped, 10 crushed when their fleeing footstep triggered an avalanche. In the late spring of the 20th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, 3 cohorts totaling 34 men went in search of Redmaw. Alas, they were ambushed by stalkers and only 4 survived. 24 sniped, 6 exploded. Ouch. Understandably, this ended pursuit of Redmaw for some time. In the summer of the first year of the reign of the Sun King Avad, a group of 6 Osiram traders were attacked by the beast. 1 blasted, 3 stomped, 1 spit into a ravine. The lone survivor petitioned Captain Ursa to send the vanguard after the monster, but the request was denied. However, 3 additional expeditions, comprised of mercenaries and hunters aspiring to the lodge, were subsequently commissioned. Autumn. 7 men, 2 blasted, 3 stomped, 1 tripped on his own spear. Okay. 1 survivor. Winter. 9 men, 3 blasted, 2 stomped, 2 died from frostbite. 2 survivors. Spring. 11 men, 5 blasted, 1 stomped, 3 retreated, in quotation, off a cliff. 2 survivors. The last known sighting of Redmaw occurred in the spring of the 3rd year of the reign of the Sun King Avad. Tarkas, hawk of the lodge, got word of a sighting near Thunderhead and set off to take the beast on his own. His thrush, Talana, arrived at the scene too late. Just as Tarkas was dying of his wounds, multiple perforations. Yeah, just as Tarkas was dying of his wounds, right. That was end of that sentence. Talana testified that as Redmaw lumbered off through the trees, she could see the spear of her mentor embedded in his hide. So, a case of we can make it bleed. And there's the guy we need to talk, and there's actually more lore. Legendary hunts. It's not a big one. Okay, legendary hunts of the Lodge. In the summer of the fourth year of the reign of the Sun King Marzid, did Farukavas, Sunhawk of the Lodge, behold a herd of grazers so vast that it filled entire the vale the vale below the far back. His bow was a harp that day, strumming the melody of the hunt from noon to twilight. After, one could not walk a single step across the glen without tripping on an antler of the fallen. It took all 7 hawks and all 7 thrushes to gather the trophies, and with the bounty from the barter, the last wing of the lodge was raised. In the winter of the 7th year of the reign of the Sun King Hivas, did Darusiv, Hawk of the Lodge, stalk a herd of tramplers from Sandwhisper Valley to the foothills of the Pale Ridge. Bombs from his sling fell as hailstone, freezing his prey and the waters of the ford. While the others stood as statues in ice, Hivas sat upon the largest, driving his spear between his plate and taking his trophy before the rest could even stir. In the spring of the 3rd year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, as the machines of the wilds grew even more deranged, did Kuvan, Hawk of the Lodge, answer the call from the prefect at the tower to slay the mysterious creature who ripped his best cohort limb from limb. 4 days and 4 nights he tracked his quarry through the savage east before the brute was revealed, strong as a snap-jaw, fast as a strider. From twilight to midnight the battle raged, but Kuvam prevailed at great cost. His left arm chewed, ragged at the joint. Thus he named the beast Sawtooth, as he took his trophy from his shattered remains. Okay, in the autumn of the 8th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, as the machines of the wild grew even more deranged, did Galidid, Hawk of the Lodge, follow the shimmering death hunting the southern freeholds into the jungles of the Jewel. Under that tangled canopy, the hunter became the hunted, glimpsing in the shadows more of the eerie lights, till he was surrounded by machines he named stalkers. Long was his flight through the undergrowth to the safety of the alight, but along the way he turned his bow to his pursuers and became the first to snare a trophy from that which walks in glinting shadow. And the last one. In the summer of the 13th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, as the machines of the wilds grew even more deranged, did Achsis, Hawk of the Lodge, dare to tread the path of broken trees, following the wake of the terrible thing that laid waste to the freehold of Morning Light. And so he was forced to face the might of the Thunder Jaw, greatest of machines that walk the earth. With spear, bomb, and arrow, brave Assis fought to no avail, and only triumphed by turning the Terror's own cannons against it. The carcass of the beast now hangs in the lodge for all to see, so enshrined because its fall turned hawk to Sunhawk. Interesting. So, you mean this one? Right in the middle? Damn. Okay, this was a big boy. Is this all of it, or...
Been doing this since I was small.
This might be only a part of it. But yeah, big boy. Oh, and guess who do we have to talk? Atsis.
Excuse us. The machine rider graces us with her presence. You're Nora, are you not? A fighter from the savage lands.
The sacred land, but yes. I fought for everything I got.
Tell me, do the Nora often wander into other people's homes and do whatever they like?
Of course not.
But that is what you're doing, right now. Stinking up our lodge, pestering your betters.
You're hardly my better. Legan said I had to meet you to become a member.
That would be true if there were any chance of you becoming a member. But you're a savage. And no savage will rise in the ranks of the Hunter's Lodge while I am the Sun Hawk. Now be gone.
No. I was led to believe there are rules here. If they count for nothing, then even your position is meaningless.
Yes.
So quit blustering and tell me. Is there a hawk who is free to sponsor me?
Very well. Talana is free. Wouldn't that be fitting? Trash sponsoring trash. Now get out of my sight.
Oh, Talana. Interesting. And you don't know I can make you from Sunhawk to No Hawk in literally less than 1 second, right? So don't tempt me. That's a piece of A. Right. Oh, hey, Talana.
Here,
Here.
Talana? Assis said you were a hawk without a fledgling to sponsor. Or are you trying to drive me off too? It's okay, I've dealt with worse.
I'll bet you have. But you're wrong. It's not okay. Especially not today.
What do you mean?
What happened today?
One of our own just died fighting Red Maw. You'll never face a more dangerous Thunderjaw. Cuts through trees, rocks, people.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's part of the hunt.
I mean, can I hunt it?
Is there any actual hunting in this lodge? So far, it's been all talk.
Yes, of course. You fight a machine, then bring its trophy to Assis the Sunhawk, then no one can deny you brought it down.
Right, what more can you tell me about that guy?
Assis, what's his story?
He's the Sunhawk of the Lodge. The highest ranking asshole. Sorry, member. He's taken down Ravagers, Stalkers, Behemoths.
So, I've taken down a lot of machines.
As have I. Even brought down 2 Stormbirds. But he's a hawk who brought in the trophies first. And that's how it works. Whichever hawk defeats the greatest machine first becomes a Sunhawk.
Yeah, makes sense. So, yeah. Okay. But I got like 2 Starbirds, I think. Maybe even 3, so I kinda even on that.
How does one become a hawk?
When a hawk dies, his thrush is promoted in his place, no matter how anyone feels about it.
So, if you take me as your thrush, and you bite the dust, I become a hawk. Got it. What about the man at the door?
Who is this Legan, the man at the door?
Legan? He's a hawk. He had an impressive run in his day, but he doesn't fight anymore. He supports the lodge in other ways. Unlike the other hawks, who hoard all the best kills and drink the bar dry.
Okay, I guess it's time to get started.
I'm ready to hunt, so tell me, what do I have to do?
You want them to regret looking down on you? Then speak to them in their language. Kill 3 Sawtooths, 2 Ravagers, and a Stalker. Deliver their trophies directly to Assis. That should shut them all up.
So if I do that, you'll sponsor me.
I'll consider it. Just to make Assis boil.
I mean, don't I already have it? No, apparently I don't. Right. Right. So what do I actually, does it appear on the map? It does. 2 Ravagers. But do I really need to go to those certain, those particular sites to hunt? That's my question. We have Sawtooth. Wait, hold up. Stalker. Because there are other sites. Right? Those are the Ravagers, and then we have, what was it? sawtooth, but yeah, they already have discovered other sites. But I guess, yeah, we can go where he wants, or where they want. So I guess I think I'm done over here. So actually, you know what? Let's do part of robbing the rich, or even finish it, because it's in the city. I thought maybe I already had the trophies, but maybe it could be one of those quests that you only get the items when you get the quest as well. Right.
Don't pass up these guys.
As far as I remember, you were the
You
steward.
saw the thief make a run for it?
My back was to the wall, you see? Wasn't expecting someone to crawl out the window. He ran past me, dressed in gray, clutching the sword. That's all I saw. By the sun, my heart nearly seized up.
Okay, so basically just a
I've got all the best goods here.
quick thing he says. I thought maybe we could talk a bit more.
The thief broke the lattice on the way out. And some blood. Looks like that drops of blood leading away.
Don't find better wares. You're
Okay.
in for a treat.
Just follow the blood trail, apparently. Hopefully he's still in the city.
I'm still on the trail.
And this one to be a quick quest to finish.
Still more blood. The thief got cut. The trail ends here.
These aren't goods.
But
They're
someone must have seen the
necessities.
thief.
Come take a look.
I think you might
Did
have
someone run
information.
past here, holding a sword?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down the stairs behind you. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was expensive cloth. I can't believe I paid for that thief's bandage.
I mean,
Don't pass up these
I
goods.
don't think we mentioned that he was a thief. He just said if she saw somebody.
You can hear an Oseram coming a mile away.
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward.
I mean, hopefully.
Everyone's lost a cousin or a friend in the machines.
No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him go by.
Oh, Brokasha.
Did you see anyone run through here? He would have been holding a sword.
Yeah. Almost crashed into me, too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword, though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like his ass was on fire.
The thief must have ditched the sword. But where? Maybe he had help. That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off.
True. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The merchant said like, "Oh, I can't believe I helped that thief." I don't recall telling her that if she saw a thief.
Better wares.
So maybe they're like working together.
It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe he dropped it off somewhere. Like here, for instance?
What? No. I had nothing to do with this.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your customers.
Hold on. There's more to this. You've got a reputation for shining light in the darkness, so I know you'll listen.
Really?
You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else. It's going to be sold, but not for profit. The shards will go to people in need.
You expect me to believe that?
I can prove it. Meet my friends at the watermill in the lower village. They'll explain everything. If they don't convince you, come right back with the guards. I'm not going anywhere.
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you. But all right. I'll check out the watermill. Okay. Guess I should go to this watermill then to find out what's going on.
I mean, clearly that's a trap, right? Like, seriously, it's a trap. That's why she was so confident, like, yeah, sure, you can go there if... Then you can come back. She's expecting us not to come back. Right. Can take the lift. Or I could fast travel as well. Should I fast travel? Yeah, sure, let's fast travel. Despite the fact that's really close by.
Last of it for now. Mist's lifting.
Only hope I'm not missing any conversation while going to the mill. Right, I'm here to spring the trap.
Nothing like taking a breath on a long day.
I was told to expect you, Aloy. I suppose you want answers. Well, it's not complicated. We collect valuable objects from people who don't need them, sell them for shards, and use the money to help the needy at Sunfall.
What do you mean by valuable objects?
You mean you steal?
If you want to call it that. From hogs who've had their turn at the trough for generations.
Ravon didn't seem like a hog to me.
He stinks just like the rest of them, of wealth and contentment, while people beneath him suffer.
And what needy are you talking about at the Sunfall?
Who exactly gets the shards at Sunfall?
Not the bastards in the fortress. We use the shards to make sure the poor in Shadowside get to eat, or bandage their wounds. They only went west because they had to. Trust me, I know. My wife was chained up with a bunch of servants and herded with them. They starved to death, still bound together.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
So I guess it's a bit more personal as well. So what about the sword?
Where's the sword now?
Safe. I haven't sold it yet.
So what now then?
What do you expect me to do now? Walk away?
I was hoping you'd help us. They say you can track like a stalker. Well, my partner Nassan disappeared near the branded shore. He was bound for Sunfall, along with an entire shipment of food. If you found that, you'd be helping a lot of people.
I'll consider it. But only if you return the sword to Ravon.
I knew you were gonna say that. Fine, I'll return the damn blade. Nassan was supposed to meet his contact at an old campfire on the fork near the branded shore. Start looking there. But be careful. Lots of machines out there, and lots of Shadow Karja. And not the needy kind, but they're tormentors.
Arrested 2 for disorderly conduct last night. You don't want to know what they were doing.
Yeah, you're right, I don't want to know. It's not my issue with that. Right, did not expect this. Whoa, okay, and this is way up north. I thought maybe it would be close by, but apparently not. Okay, I guess I'm gonna leave it here then. And we're gonna finish that quest later on. We have a couple more stuff on the north side where we haven't explored just yet. So I guess I'm gonna have the... Which one was this? Honor the Fallen. Cool. I'm gonna have this selected and we're gonna do this the next episode. And maybe finish with the Prisoner's quest as well. And might as well finish exploring the west side over here. We still have one Banuk figure, ancient vessel, and 2 metal flowers from collectibles, and the rest, I don't know. It could be only machines and campsites. So, yeah. For now, hopefully you enjoyed this episode, guys. Yeah, we had a bit more lore to read. That's why I kinda wanted to do a bit of one of the side quests. But unfortunately, it's a bit more longer than I expected. So, hopefully you enjoyed this part, guys. And as always, don't forget to take care.